food industry. And this is about our food story, but it's actually very spiritual. Many years ago, Derek and Ruth Prince, in their latter years, the Lord really spoke to them about eating healthily and looking after our bodies as a temple of the Holy Spirit. And they were sitting there eating, a plate full of fish and chips, and the Lord really spoke to them. And I tucked that away in the back of my mind. And many years ago, as in just a few years ago, we'd got to a point where we were on the verge of some health issues ourselves. And about that time, the Lord had already been drawing my attention to several doctors. Some are Christians, some are not. They were of different professions in the medical field. Some were cardiologists, some were GPs, some various different ones. But there was always the same message about the foods we're eating. And I felt the Lord was directing us to change our lifestyle. And as the recommendation was to clean out your pantry, to remove the food you're no longer going to eat, and start relearning and bringing new things into your pantry. I had to actually relearn how to cook in many respects because I had to use different ingredients. And so basically, it was lowering the sugar and the carbs and increasing the good fats and the proteins. And so immediately over the first 12 months, we both lost about 10 kilos in weight, and our health improved dramatically. And I've found over the time that if I start eating wrongly, my sinuses get stuffed up. But after we first went on the diet, my sinuses cleared up. And it seems a rather unusual thing, but that was for me what is a signpost. Well, in the message from Kennedy and Trump the other day, they've been advised by some people looking at the whole food industry. And the previous night to when I heard them speaking, I'd actually heard another doctor who's actually, I think, an eye doctor who'd been researching all the seed oils, or what some call the vegetable oils, and how these create poisons in our body. In fact, that the I'd seen the night before another YouTube of another doctor who'd looked at all the data, and over all these years, that the obesity problem and health problems, especially for children, was even less attributed to sugar, but to the seed oils, to the oils that have been touted as being healthy, but are actually poisons used in um, machinery oil and all those sorts of things. And it's like quite astounding and devastating. And I noticed in just recent times we'd been away, and that's always harder to keep your diet. And we were by the beach and had some fish and chips and enjoyed them. But I could feel my body changing, not for the good. And so I was asking the Lord, what is it that we've got out of order? And this whole information about the seed oils came up. And of course, that's what's used in all the packaged foods. It's used in the to cook fish and chips. It's used in all these sorts of different areas. But the thing that I'm seeing here is it's about our health before the Lord, that our body is a temple of the Holy Spirit, and that there are these major corporations that are trying to destroy health, to destroy the farmers. So many of us are growing our own food. And so I guess this is just sharing our story that relates to what they have found. But I feel a real need to pray for these men and these that are standing in this gap, because they are very wealthy companies that are making a lot of money on the distress and the bad health of children and families. And so I believe this is a real need of prayer in this hour. So I just want to bless you with that and pray that, and I'll put down in the description some of these links that I'm talking about, just to help you to understand what that is. Okay, God bless you.